Hi, welcome to the FingerNailFixer vlog. I'm so excited you could join me. You never know what you're going to find on the vlog from week to week. It's going to be anything and everything nails, from talking about nails to doing nails, nail tutorials. Check out things on Facebook and Instagram. We'll be looking at nail products. We'll be talking about disinfection. We'll be doing everything and anything nails. So please reach down and click on subscribe or even join me every week on the FingerNailFixer vlog. Hey freaks, welcome back to the FingerNailFixer vlog. I'm so excited to have you. And today, as you can see, we actually have a guest on the vlog. And you probably noticed in the credits that it said FingerNailFixer and Friends, which is a little new and different for the vlog. Please welcome Mary Chhea.
Hello.
I've known Mary. Yeah, I'm so excited to have you. I've known Mary within the nail industry for, gosh, has it been 10 years at least?
Yeah, this will be 13 years in May.
Nice. So we've known each other for 13 years, and Mary is an amazing nail professional. But on top of that, she's also an amazing business professional. And that is an area that I think you will find fascinating, because I know I love how industrious she is when it comes to the business side of nails. And speaking of that, Mary, you've actually developed your own business when it comes to the business side of nails. What brought you to do that? Tell us a little bit about your business. What is it called and how did it come to you?
Yeah, so right now the business is just called Mary Chhea Media because
I love it.
I'm still waiting for the actual thing to drop. There are a couple of ideas, but maybe we can chat about it with the freaks as well, kind of get a little poll going on or something like that. But the thing is, I fell into the nail industry about 16 years ago. It was just this thing that I was going to help my family with right after I graduated from university. And then it ended up being this very interesting push-pull, love-hate sort of thing. Basically, it was like a boxing ring for self-development and learning about myself and learning how to relate to people and actually sticking with something that I didn't feel like I was very good at the beginning, because I did not I liked doing nails, but I didn't feel like I was good at nails probably for 8 years, halfway through my career, because it's been 16 years now. And halfway through my career, I felt like I was just so bad at it. But my clients still kept coming to me. My chair was still full. We still had I still had a wait list. My sister's awesome. So I worked with my sister. And so she always had a wait list, but I still had a wait list, even though I wasn't that fantastic at the actual nail part, or, so I thought. So it kind of led me to explore the different parts of business and the actual the business of doing nails, right? It's super relational, and there's just so much more in doing nails than just the actual nail style that somebody leaves with, right? And I know fingernail freaks know that already. I know that that's something that they really love about it. And so, connecting that relational aspect of it with also when I say business, I mean a couple of things. I mean the actual charging for what you're doing, right? I know in classes, you and I have talked about it a lot. We see it on Facebook all the time. How much do you charge for this? Or I feel really bad for charging about this. And actually I have a funny story. One of the other things that I did not feel like I was very good at the beginning was nail art. I hated when somebody would ask me for nail art. And so I would usually have a little plastic film with some flowers, hopefully that, some decals that I could use. But, on the off chance that somebody would be like, can you just polish a flower for me? And a flower is 5 dots, right? 5 dots and then maybe 1 dot in the middle. But I would have such anxiety and I would hold my breath and I would just be like, please don't like overflow and turn into just one blob.
Yes.
And it would be like, so like sometimes it would be okay, sometimes it would turn into a blob, but it would be so like traumatic almost that I didn't want to charge for it, right? And then after gel polish was created, you know, after shellac was created in 2010, and then all of a sudden nail art became so easy, like, you know, that sticky top film was just like a nail tech's best friend. And then it was so easy and fun, I felt guilty for charging for that. So there was definitely like a journey that had to happen to where I was actually being compensated for the work that I was doing and the energy that I was bringing to this, you know, exchange at the table. And yeah, that was probably the beginning of the business part of it. And then after that, so we're talking about, you know, your service menu and your pricing and, you know, what is the proper price for you? What is the proper price for your area? You know, there are a lot of different ways to price. And we're also talking about like marketing, right? So, you know, a lot of people, my business was very much built on word of mouth referrals, even after social media, you know, but like there are so many different ways to market your business now. And there are so many ways to market your business to where you can grow quickly, you know, and then there are some standards as well. Like, I mean, you know about the power of social media and having your work as like a portfolio out there, but then like, you know, how do you leverage that, especially as, you know, a small business, as an individual nail professional, you know? So that is what I love to talk about, how to get new clients in, how to, you know, how to get new clients into your chair, and then how to make that transaction or that time like really mutually beneficial for everybody involved. And yeah, that's a really long-winded way to say that at Mary Chhea Media, we help independent, like indie nail professionals build healthy businesses financially, mentally, physically, and creatively.
That's awesome. Because so many, the really big thing right now is I feel like a lot of them are going into salon suites and they have this huge rent coming out of their hide and they don't really understand how to set up a business because sure, they had maybe a little bit of business class learning at school, but they didn't really understand how to apply it, or no one really told them, hey, you know, this is going to be critical to your survival. And so they don't really understand how to forecast ordering product, how to keep back bar product on hand. They just pop into the distributor for what they need at the last minute. And since COVID, and to be fair, before COVID, but more so after, our product isn't on the shelf at the distributor. You have to order it ahead of time. And sometimes even then it's back ordered. So you really have to be on your game with forecasting, with knowing what you're going to need, and with keeping a little bit extra in the salon. And if you have a small space like a salon suite, so you don't have a lot of extra storage for having like 4 extra top coat ahead, you need to be on your game with forecasting so that you know when you have to be ordering, what your standard usage is. And that's where that business knowledge is so crucial. And where do they learn that? No one is teaching them that.
Trial and error, right? Like I would say maybe like 4 years ago, I was talking with a friend. I met her in a class, right? And like all of a sudden she was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what happened, but like all of a sudden I'm not busy anymore. And it was because, like that natural thinning of clients that happens, it's almost like a bleed out, right? Like you don't even know that it's happening until it's like, oh my gosh, why am I only like half booked when I'm used to being like 80 and 90% booked, So like making sure that your leads are coming in, managing the business side of it, like, what you were talking about. And then there's also the long term, right? In the last 2 years, of course, the last 2 years were crazy for everyone. But like two people come to mind right away. If I think about it a little bit longer, I'm sure I could fill up a whole hand. But two friends actually left the nail industry because they were like, I got to start thinking about, see, already I got like three more people in my head now. I was like, they said, I need to leave the nail industry because like I need health insurance and I need retirement. And it is 100% possible to plan for that and build for that as an indie nail pro. It just takes a little bit of, planning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And knowing who to go to set those plans up, what type of accountant relationship you need to have, what type of financial planning relationship you need to have, and figuring those things out. And that is not a class in school.
That's not a class in school. So I'm super excited to talk more about that on the blog.
Awesome. That is the next exciting piece of information that we have for everyone on the vlog, is that Mary is going to become a guest blogger that has her own space on the FingerNailFixer blog. So you'll start seeing Mary in February as a regular blogger contributing business blogs so that you can start learning business side of things and getting information that is beneficial to you and having exposure to Mary's expertise. She will leave her social media links there. She will leave information for you there. And of course, we'll have all of the connection information to Mary in the caption of the vlog as well, so that you can go ahead and access Mary before her blog gets started, because Mary has a wealth of information on Instagram, on Facebook. I love seeing your posts. You always have such positive posts, and some of your like photo ideas, I'm always like, oh, that is such a clever idea. I really love your inspirational posts. They're so nice, because sometimes I feel like, especially since COVID, it's like,
yeah, you need a little like pat on the back.
Yes.
Or like a shoulder rub.
Yes. Because just sometimes like you miss the way life was before. And like at first it was like, oh, I can't wait for things to go back to the way they were. And now there's that knowledge that things are never going to be the way they were. And so some days you just get kind of so down on that, like, I'm never going to travel the world quite the way that I did before. So how can I manage my life the way that it is now to be just as amazing? And it's changing your perspective. And so I love the positive impact that running across your posts has on my perspective for the day. And I just love you for that.
Oh, I love you too. I'm so glad. Yeah, feel the sparkles through the phone, please.
Yes, that's definitely a good way to put it. That's a great way to put it. If you've ever been around Mary in person, you'll have to leave a comment in the comments below. It does feel like there are sparkles surrounding her when she like smiles and laughs. That is the perfect way to put it. Thank you so much for your time, Mary. It was wonderful having you today. Everyone, please stop by the blog and check it out. I'll leave the link in the caption below. And we will see Mary starting on the blog in February. I hope you've enjoyed having a guest on the vlog. Let me know what your thoughts are on that in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed having a guest, we'll look into having more guests in the future. Thanks for coming, Mary. It was great to have you.
Thank you. See you soon.